All right, there we are live. Hello, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Russ.
I'm Kerry.
And we are the Roads We Roam.
Welcome to our virtual campfire where we all gather around every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. We talk anything and everything RV and anything and everything, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's relegated by you, and we already have a full room, and this is a rowdy bunch already tonight. I'm telling you from some of the comments I've seen.
All right, guys. So, again, you guys run the show. Go ahead and talk so we know you're there, and just talk as you go there. Boy, we dropped down. I'm sorry, I started. We dropped from like 18 down to 9 in a heartbeat. All right, let's catch up here. Who's here?
All right, we have Jim from Eagle's Nest.
Hey, Jim.
Yes, he was the first one in the room, the early bird.
We saw that.
Miss Jen Goodyear.
Hey, Jen.
Jen, tell Brian we said hello. This nomadic idea, Scott is here.
Cheers, Scott.
He's got his beer, feet up, chillaxing, and he said it's Friday night, wine night. Woo!
Awesome.
Miss Donna Delahanty is in the room.
Donna is our lead moderator. Be good to her. She's always good to us, and she keeps us on track. So we really appreciate what you do, Donna.
We have Camper Life, so William's here.
Hey, William, cheers.
And we've got Deborah Cadabra.
Deborah.
We've got a few. Chuck is here early.
Chuck.
Usually comes in later, but he is on the ball
tonight. Yeah.
He's even got hot dogs and whiskey and stuff. And then we've got RV underway.
RV underway. Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Tropical Storm Nestor party here in Southeast Alabama. I like how you see. That's the way to look positively about things. We have Alan Bean.
Hey, Alan. I was chatting with him earlier today.
Planning trouble, I'm sure.
Yeah, he sent a picture of us on the big screen. He was watching one of our shows on the big screen there.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. I can't remember which one. There's hard to remember. I mean, we've got, 298 with this video up in the last year.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
We have Big Ships and Little Boats. Dave and
Dave.
Lynn. Hi, guys. Mary Lou North. Mary Lou.
Hey, Mary.
So I told everybody, okay, I got to get mic'd up. We'll be back. Behave.
Yeah.
And she goes, Mom and Dad are gone. Partay. We have CBGB Smith Family Travels. Hi from
guys.
Dublin, Ohio. And I always wanted to say, ooh, Ireland.
Yeah, yeah.
But Dublin, Ohio is just as cool. So,
yeah, our daughter-in-law is from Ireland, so that's why every time I hear Dublin too, I'm like, oh, nope.
Hey, this is from your mom's area, Rosaray Almodovar.
Oh, awesome.
So
she's from Hernando?
Ocala.
Ocala, okay, yeah.
So same area.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Rosaray. We've got Ariane who logged in
Hey,
under
Ariane.
her own. Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Lucy from Whoa Nelly RV Adventures.
Hey, Lucy.
Outdoor Staycations.
Awesome.
From the North Dakota Beet Harvest. It's Mary Beth.
Yeah, I've heard
I give you a lot of credit.
There's been some craziness going on there. I don't know exactly which one it is, but I know there's one harvest where they had to move everybody out of the campgrounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they got flooded. So they were in a Kmart, and then they went to put them in another campground, and then that campground was flooded.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's some craziness going on at the Heartbeat right now.
Well, speaking of the sugar beet harvest.
Sugar beet harvest, yeah.
Easy for me
Heartbeat.
to say.
Something like that.
POA, Becky and Fabian.
Hey, Becky, Fabian, thanks for joining us.
They're doing the sugar beet harvest as well.
Yes, they are.
We got John from Silver State K9.
Hey, John.
Hey, how are you? We've got Bubba Bug. Is this a wild party? Well, it is now.
It's turning up now that you're here.
And Hoss.
Hey,
Hoss is here. Do you know that there are restaurants here? It's a steak place in Virginia. They have a chain of them. They're Hosses. We see them everywhere. We didn't know you were so famous.
Yeah.
I tried to take a picture, but it was like too late. But trust me,
she didn't see it till the last one. I was like, get that for Hoss. And then we were gone. I was like, oh, man, you're fired.
Yeah, I'm fired. He's going to be putting applications for someone new here soon.
A new co-host.
Yeah, well, he's got Billy down here. Alan Washington, recent retiree. We're hoping to full-time soon. Enjoying your videos.
Awesome, guys.
Well, thank you, Alan. If you have any questions at all, feel free, just drop them in here. Don't worry about where the conversation is.
If we don't know, somebody else in the room will know. Blue Wave, thank you so much. He says, hi, everybody, from Bob and Debbie.
Safe travels to all.
Thank you so much for that super chat,
Bob and Debbie, you guys are awesome.
Yes, and we'll put a link to your channel below, as well as give you a special shout out
on our
next Wednesday's video. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bob and Debbie. We have Kim DeGray and my nephew Logan, or our nephew Logan.
Kim and Logan.
Here.
Hey,
Hi.
thanks for joining us, guys.
Northwood's RV Life. Hey, how are you guys doing tonight? Getting an RV. Mary's here.
Hey, Mary.
Johnny's Journeys.
Johnny's with us. Awesome.
Adria Chang.
Yep.
Karen E.
Hey,
she
Karen.
wants to know, are you headed to Virginia with Travels with Delaney?
So, yeah.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be there probably just for tomorrow night. We were planning on being there Saturday and Sunday, but we hear the Wi-Fi is horrible there. So we're going to have to leave to do the live chat.
Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
They just have a breakfast and everybody kind of will
Well,
be
we were going to
dispersing.
spend the night Sunday, but not anymore. We're taking off now.
The event did start this evening, but it got booked so quickly that we were only able to get reservations starting tomorrow. So we're kind of boondocking in the area, waiting for us to be able to check in tomorrow. So they're all out there having fun with their wine and cheese party. Speaking of, Friday Night Wine is not Friday Night Wine without wine.
That's Coors Light for me.
So this week, Russ always breaks the rules.
Yeah.
I have a Winking Owl, which is from Aldi. It was a leftover from our Shipshawana thing that Patty and Patrick had brought. It's a Chardonnay.
So what's your thoughts of it?
I will tell you right now, because I only took an unfair sip before.
All right.
Okay, moving on.
That's Carrie's. I'm not a fan.
But then again, I like really sweet wine.
Well, that's why I stick with the beers, because the beers hardly ever let you down.
Well, I don't, unless it's Guinness. I like Guinness.
No, I'm not a fan of Guinness.
CBGB Smith said, no, Dublin, Ireland would be so much cooler. And you'd have an awesome accent, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, our daughter-in-law definitely does. I love listening to her talk.
Oh, Rosa Ray said I did really good saying her last name. Thank you. That's one of the things I get so nervous about. But yet I totally understand, because with a last name like Balbirona.
Yeah, oh yeah, that gets murdered all the time.
It gets discombobulated everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Stoppy Explore. Hello, it's Dave. He's at a McDonald's waiting for Susan. She'll be home for the weekend.
Oh, fantastic.
Yay.
Get in the car, head on down here. You know where the get together is.
Well, we saw him yesterday a little bit while we were driving down the road.
I didn't see him. You saw him. I was driving.
Yeah. But he was on the live stream with
He being Dave.
Yep. So that was very cool. We just had really bad reception, but we did see you. We've got Outdoor Staycation says, yes, that is where we were evacuated. So they were the ones evacuated.
That's right. Yep.
From the first RV park to a Kmart, waiting for the water to recede. Hopefully the worst is over.
Yeah, I was watching her Facebook update on that.
Okay, so how does that work? Were their rigs evacuated as well?
Yeah, everything's evacuated.
Well, I didn't know if it happened so quick, because you know down in the Southwest they have the flash flooding.
Yeah, no, it was just they had to get out of the area.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. And then, so another question then, for sugar beet harvests, when the weather is inclement, do you still get paid for those days?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know.
Or compensated for campgrounds? We've got, Rosemary said, we're just in the planning stage, so we watch lots of YouTube videos. We're trying to learn everything we can.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
We did. Well, speaking of, tomorrow is our 1 year on the road anniversary, or as Stacy Forrest calls it, our nomadiversary. And we put together a video. Yeah,
it's a 1 year anniversary video. Talked about what we learned over that 1 year. If you're a Patreon member, it's available right now on our Patreon page. If you're not, you'll get it tomorrow.
Yes, and first thing in the morning, you'll get it. But it will have some tips and tricks from how we transition, things that we learned along the way.
Yep.
And we did break it down in a big part, first 6 months, second 6 months, because you learn a lot and make a lot of mistakes the first 6 months.
Yeah. So look forward to that. I don't want to give away any more. Oh. It's coming out tomorrow. Unless you're a Patreon member, it's up right now.
But you could just also binge all 200.
That's true. That's true. You
Because
can do
everything
that.
we've said has kind of been put in there over the months.
Yeah.
But we did a nice brief Cliff Note version of the year. Chuck said, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, everybody.
Thank you, Chuck. Yes, it does help us get out to the masses afterwards, so thank you.
Rosemary said, we love Aldi wine, but only the sweet ones. Yeah, this is actually the first one that I really am not a huge fan of. It's
Yep.
the Chardonnay, but then again, that's just my personal preference. You'd probably not be bothered by it because it's more of a dry.
Yeah, I kind of like dry wines. The sweet ones are not up my alley. You know, so this isn't giving anything away, but when I was making the thumbnail for tomorrow is our 1-year Nomad anniversary. It just so happened that it came out on our Saturday video too.
Yeah.
But I was making the thumbnail for that, and I was going through the 297 other thumbnails that we made.
Put them all on.
And I got to tell you, I was getting a little emotional.
You are a big baby.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I was just looking at all these pictures of all these videos that represent our last year on the road, good, bad, you know, indifferent, whatever. It just brought back a lot of great memories.
So it's felt very short, very fast. But then I also look back at all of those and go, wow, we really did do
We've done a whole bunch.
a lot.
Yeah.
And if you think about that, 297 videos, that meant only 62 days there was not a video that was
out
put
of the year.
Out of the entire year. Haas said, wow, this is growing huge. Congrats, but I'm still a double knot spy. Hopefully I'll get something out soon for y'all to make fun of. We cannot wait for you to put out a video, Haas.
Yeah, exactly. Haas, I'm going to get a hold of you later because there's a driving one, and I know Haas was a driver as well as a safety instructor, so I want to make sure I get the right information. I've got your number, Haas. We'll be in touch.
New Hampshire Joe said, hi, guys. I'm with you, Russ. Beer for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers, New Hampshire Joe.
Scott had some fancy IPA. He's going to try different local ones.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, too, yeah. I used to not like IPAs. I thought they were too bitter, but I'm starting to get to be more of a fan of IPAs. I'm more of a lager kind of person, or, you know, just good old Coors Light or Bud Light.
Guess who else we have in the room? We have Mr. Brett Balbirona.
Oh, our son.
He said, now that's... Hold on. He said, now that's been a year. What do you miss the least about living static? And what is the best part about being a nomad?
So that stuff will be in tomorrow's video. If you really want to know, Brett, call us after the show and we'll let you know.
No, we didn't answer what do we miss the least about.
What do I miss the least?
Yeah.
I miss going to my old job every single day and stressing out.
Oh, missing that the least?
Yeah, I miss that the least, yeah.
I miss cleaning the big house.
The
least. I mean, living tiny like this, it gets messy very quickly. You can only have two things out of place and the place looks like a wreck.
That's true.
But you can clean it up very quickly as well.
This is true, too.
So, and what's the best part about being a nomad?
The best part about being a nomad is you kind of choose where you want to go. You know, there's things that you've got to do. We still have to pay the bills. I still have to go to work. But at least it's on my terms, when and where I want. I like the fact of if we're not having fun, we can just move on.
Go.
Yeah.
I like being able to just continue to move forward. We talked about this the other day where we had to work a little bit, but we also had to cover miles. And if, let's say we stayed at a hotel and we had to travel along the way, we would have had to stay at that hotel half the day, get all the work done, and then hit the road and drive in one big chunk. What we did is we broke it up. We would work at a rest stop for a little bit.
Yeah. Basically, the way that day looked is we woke up, did some work, had breakfast, got on the road, pulled over at a rest stop for about 3 or 4 hours, finished our work, and then went to our final camping spot for the night.
So I like that forward movement without having to keep backtracking.
I agree.
Outdoor, good question, Brett. Outdoor staycations, we had asked if they get paid or not for the sugar beet harvest with the weather. They said they don't get paid when they aren't working. North Dakota and Minnesota, but our site is paid for, so that's good.
So at least they're living free. Yeah, okay, that works.
In Montana, they do get 4 hours a day each day if they're standing by.
Wow.
So I guess it depends which outfit you're working for and which one. So that's interesting. We
Yeah.
learned something new. And POA said, no, we don't get any pay, but they've allowed us to come in once in a blue moon for a few hours here and there, so they'll get something.
Yeah, they've got crazy weather there. So hopefully that harvest will start and you guys will start earning money. I know how that goes.
So we have Carlos and Renee.
Hey guys,
living
thanks
the
for
RV
joining
local
us.
Life. Good evening. How you doing? We are doing well, thank you. How about you? We will be in Florida soon. They get the benefit of living there year round, which is so cool.
Yes, yes.
Eagle's Nest. Jim is saying, hit that like button,
Yes,
guys.
please, everybody hit that like button.
Camper Life said, wow, that's a lot of work on the videos. Yes. For every video you see, there's at least several hours
Yeah.
that
Well,
goes into it.
you look at, so for every video that comes up, you've got the editing time, you've got the shooting time, and you've got the uploading time. Sometimes it's taken us 10 hours to upload a video because we've been in really horrible Wi-Fi areas.
Yeah. And
So,
just even trying to plan out some of them and the travel to get to and from locations for different things. But it's been a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
we've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Wilson's on Wheels, late to the party. Howdy from Texas.
Hey.
Hey, Wilsons. How are you doing this Friday evening? We have POA said for their beet harvesting, they also had some free dinners and lunches for us here. And
Oh, there you
gave us
go.
a free movie.
There you go.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
I like that. And they said congratulations to 1 year in traveling.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You know, that was the first mini hurdle because, to be honest, when we first started, I was like, we're never going to make it. We're going to change our mind like 6 months in.
Wow, I didn't know you felt that way. I was
Well-
figuring we're going to be doing it for the rest of our lives.
Well, because we talked about it, and that's the thing. Talking about it and planning it helps a lot. But I was always a planner before.
Yeah.
And to step away from jobs that we had worked for a long time, it's like on paper I could see, yes, it was feasible. But that back part of me is like, no, the societal way of
Yeah,
you have
see,
to
you
work.
and I think completely different. I just dive head in and just go for it, 100%.
Well, I followed you.
It's, I know that, but I never thought of, I would have never done it had I thought that, okay, we're only going to be doing this 6 months. I would have, to me, it was all or nothing. So.
Well, it was all or nothing, but I just was always worried, so I was trying to get that plan B just in case. But now I'm feeling confident about it, and I can't even picture going back to sticks
Yeah,
and
no,
bricks.
I'm not ready to do it. There might be a couple things to entice me to go back to sticks and bricks, but those are things that'll never happen
Well, you did
anyways.
say the other day Hawaii.
Yeah, that's one of
If
them.
you got some land in Hawaii.
Yeah, if I could go back to Hawaii, I might be able to be convinced to go back to sticks and bricks.
So Trish4112, welcome to the
Hey,
room,
Trish.
Trish. She said hi from Tampa. This is my first live chat.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us,
Well,
Trish.
thank you, Trish. And just so you know, if you have any questions at any time, feel free to pop them below. I
Yeah.
try to get to them all, so repeat it if I missed it.
Yeah, actually, I want to say something right off the bat, Trish. This is pretty brave of you because a lot of times we get people that'll come in and they'll hang out in these live chats for weeks, if not months, before they say anything. So the fact that it was your first time and you got in there
you.
and spoke right up, that speaks well upon you.
Now, William from Camper Life just mentioned something that we were talking about today. We have to get our Togo going.
Yeah, that will happen when we get back to Tennessee. We're going back to Tennessee to get our travel trailer winterized. And so just by watching your video, there's a lot of tools and other requirements
do not have.
that we don't have on the road.
And
So
can we borrow your dad?
yeah,
I'm just
I think the dad was an electrician or something. But yeah, once we get back to Tennessee, we're going to dive into that project.
Oh, Mary wants to know if she missed Billy ears. She had to leave for a second
No,
to
of
FaceTime her
course not.
grandson. For those of you new to the room, Billy is our Chihuahua. We
And
have two
she
dogs.
is wrapped up in a little ball here. I'm sorry, Billy. There you go. There you go, Mary. Mary had to get her Billy ears.
Billy loves Mary, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
They saw each other in
Yep.
Shipshawana. We have Donna said, hey guys, every thumbs up helps Russ and Kerry.
It does.
Yes, it
Thank you,
does.
Donna.
Rosebuds Travels, Lewis and Katie are here. Hey,
Hey,
guys.
guys.
The Astros are in a playoff game tonight, so we can't stay long.
Well, thanks for popping in.
I love baseball, but I like being at baseball games.
Yeah, I can't watch baseball on TV. I love to listen to it on the radio, and I love to be at the games, but I can't watch it on TV unless it was like the Brewers or something. You know, they were in the playoffs. Then I could watch it. But I used to be a huge baseball fan.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Wave said, Russ and Kerry are, we are just like them, where Debbie is a planner and he's spur of the moment.
Yeah, it's good to have those two because, you know, if you've got somebody who's just going to sit there and plan all the time, it'll never happen. You got to have somebody that says, we're doing this. But then again, you've got to have that planner there that says, okay, at least we have some semblance of operation here. You know, for me, it's ready, fire, you know, and Carrie is ready, aim, fire. So it works out real well. You know, I tease her because she's a planner and I say, oh, it would never happen. But honestly, we would have been in so much trouble so many times had it not been for Carrie's ability and knack of planning. So I think they work out well when you have two different people like that.
As long as I have maps, I am good to go.
Yes.
He laughed at me because, if you're into maps, when you go to these RV shows, go to the information booth area, and they have all the Visitation Bureau pamphlets there with different maps. I got one from
I know.
every state, and it's sitting right on the side of my chair, so whenever we're driving, I can go through them. Yes, do you have apps? I have lots of apps, but sometimes just going through, you can find stuff in there that didn't make it to the apps yet. So lots of cool stuff in there, and they're all free. And then you got maps to everywhere. So if you're in a bad cell coverage area, you got that backup. Just my little thing for tonight. Renee said, Carlos has been tearing up our car. He's getting antsy for real. Need to go now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When I've been in a place, it's going to be difficult this summer when we are back up at West Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten to the point now, if I'm at a place more than like 2 weeks, no, more than 4 days, I'm like, we got to go. This is crazy. This isn't why we did this, to stay at a place 4 whole days, you know, but it's it's just, I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know why I'm so antsy.
Well, the fuel industry loves that about
yes,
you.
Yes, they do.
So
yes.
I will say that much.
True. Yeah.
But no, I'm in agreement with you. I really like going different places. And I love opportunities. This meetup with in Virginia was very coincidental. It only involved us altering our plans by like 2 or 3 days. We were coming right down the 81, which is going right by this park where the event was happening.
Yeah. And there's so many great people. We said, you know what?
Yeah.
We can, and again, you know, that's why we talk about in many other videos about being flexible. We were able to be flexible and adjust our time by like 2 or 3 days just to hang out with great people. I mean, Patrick and Patty from Travels with Delaney are going to be there. Stacy and Chris are going to be there. And then maybe even
Jenks.
Camper Life, Sand, he might be there.
So there's a lot of people that are going to be there, and I'm really looking forward to it. Speaking of just seeing people, random thing happened today, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So Stacy and Chris were messaging us, and they were at a rest stop, and they saw another Little Guy Max, which if you own a Little Guy Max, or if you've ever been around, you don't see them very often on the road.
Yeah.
So she sends me this picture with one. She said, oh, we started talking to them. They've only owned it for 6 weeks, yada, yada. About an hour later, we pull into a fuel center.
Yep.
Not too far from where Stacy was, and we see a Little Guy Max.
Yeah, so I walk over to the guy and I'm like, hey, did you meet Chris and Stacy? They have another, and he's looking at me like, who are you, what?
Like, he's a crazy guy.
They have another Little Guy Max. They sent us a picture and it looked like your rig, you know, and they're like, no. And then he's looking at me. I said, well, we own a Little Guy Max too. And he said, you know what? He goes, you're that blog, right? I said, The Roads We Roam. And he said, yeah, we follow you. We watch your videos. We read your blog.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah. So we got a kick out of that.
But yeah, that was just totally random, and I had to throw that out there.
Out of nowhere. I forgot all about that. I'm glad you brought that up.
So talk about baseball. Unstable said, go Yankees.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking to a Red Sox fan here. New Englander.
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut, so it's either way, you know, with Connecticut people. But,
yeah.
But I still love you. Don't worry. Stopping Explorer. Yes, I can totally see this. He said Susan is the planner and he's the driver.
Yeah,
it works.
that's pretty much
see
how I
that.
am. When I was stopping at that same place where we saw that other little guy Max, I didn't even know what state we were in. I knew we were in either Virginia or West Virginia, and I was like, "Yeah, we've been hanging out in the area," because I didn't know where we were. I just go where Carrie tells me to go.
Yeah, I just tell him left or right or straight or stop.
Yeah,
We're good to
exactly,
go.
exactly.
Those are our options. If we have to back up, we're in trouble.
Why?
Because I directed you the wrong way.
Oh.
And we have to get
I was
out
gonna say, I
somewhere.
could back this like nobody's business.
I know, you're really good. That's really surprised me sometimes where I'm like, it's not a car. And he's like, no, I got this. And he's
It's just like a car, just longer. That's all. So
I had trouble with the truck. You know this.
Yeah.
Without being towed.
yeah, this is so much easier than a trailer, but it is a little bit longer, so your vision isn't as good because we don't have a backup camera now. So that's the thing that kind of scares me is directly behind us.
Yes.
But everything else is just like a car, it's just longer.
Okay. I'll know that someday when I ever get behind the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Brett said, speaking of sports, guess who just got tickets to the Ravens game this Sunday?
Oh, boy,
Ravens
nice.
are playing Seattle.
Yeah, I think Mason got those for him.
And he and he lives in Seattle. So that'll be interesting going dressed up in your Ravens gear to a Seattle game.
Yeah, yeah.
But have fun. That'll be awesome.
Yep, I've never been to a Seattle game, so.
CBGB Smith said, my husband always says, let's play it by ear. I plan some more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of, that's good that you have two people like that. Carrie used to plan ridiculously, plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A5, but now she...
I've gotten better.
Yeah, no, you don't plan as much. We'll go and we'll be on our way somewhere, and Carrie will have like a couple of backup plans. Not backup plans necessary, but backup places to stay.
Yeah.
But before, man, we had to have one nailed down before the wheels even started rolling.
That's true.
But now it's just like, hey, we're going to go here. If that doesn't work out, like today, we were going to go to a Cracker Barrel. And then she said, if you don't like the Cracker Barrel, there's a Walmart nearby that has that allows you to stay. I pulled into that Cracker Barrel, and it was not level.
Right.
And from front to back was probably about a 2-foot difference. I was like, no, let's just go to the Walmart. So
yeah, if you're ever traveling through the area off the 81, the Cracker Barrel in Wytheville, Virginia, it only has 4 RV spots, and they are really angled. And it says it in the All Stays app. People have put notes about it. We figured we would check it out just to see.
Basically, if
but
you're
it was
in
bad.
if you're in anything longer than a Class B, you're not gonna.
Not
like
only
it.
that, but it's up on a hill, and you have to do these really well. If you have a big fifth wheel, don't even attempt it.
Yeah.
That's just my suggestion right off the get-go.
I would agree. Yeah.
Gerard Trio is here.
Hey,
Hi.
Gerard.
He said, as usual, I'm late, fashionably late. Don't worry about that. And then Scott says, I think Carrie and Ariane are the same person. I'm noticing a trend in this room, though.
Yeah.
So out of a lot of these couples...
Well, I'll tell you, Scott, Carrie is the same way driving, man. I can look over there and I see her kind of like, putting her hand out,
But I have a reason.
And she's just just like how you were explaining Ariane was. So I agree with you.
Okay, I will admit that even in our regular truck, I would hold the OS handle. But the chair here in our Class A is wobbly. So if we lean or turn in any fashion, it's over-exaggerated. And so it seems really scary. It's like, to me, it feels like the entire rig is at a 45-degree angle. And I'm terrified.
I've looked at that, trying to fix that. But I thought it was going to be simple. I just thought there was going to be a bolt that you could tighten. But there's obviously something else because it does rotate all the way around. And I wasn't able to really dig into it. So I think when we're in Tennessee, I'm going to pull that chair apart and see if we can't straighten that up. Because I know that wobble feeling.
I'll just sit back here with Abby.
Nope. I got to need my navigator sitting up next to me.
Stop Eat Explorer said, meetups are great fun. That was something that at the beginning, we didn't go to a single one really in first 6 months. The closest thing was Ace and Amanda from Two Doves came out and joined us when we were at the Escapees show, but that wasn't like a meetup.
Yeah, that turned into a caravan for a couple of weeks, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was. And but the thing was, I was it was something I wanted when I first started, but we knew no one in the RV community. And even though we had watched YouTube videos before we left, we were not smart enough to do what you all are doing right now. We didn't engage with live streams. We didn't we commented on a few videos and we would get some replies back and some not. But we didn't hit on any channel that was really open.
You know, though, I don't think there are a lot of other channels that do a lot of live streaming. There are channels that do it every once in a while. We used to watch, I think the channel that we watched that did it the most was Driving and Vibing, and that was just Kyle singing and all, so it was hard to communicate with him.
Yeah, it wasn't that interactive thing, which is one of the reasons why we started doing what we're doing now, because that's why we love so much seeing people that connect with one another.
Yeah, we can see it's a community. Friendships happen inside here.
Because that is really when the RV life started taking off for us. Now, you don't even have to be full-time. I mean, Dave and Susan are part-time campers. You know, they go out and have fun, but yet they're going to these meetups and they're going out and doing this stuff and having fun. And there's other people in the room. Mary came out for it as well.
So I wanted to answer a question that Chuck asked a little bit. He said, is Janice in the room? Which Janice is my mom, and I know Chuck and my mom go back and forth. I don't think so, Chuck. I think she's probably stuck watching Downton Abbey. We told her about Downton Abbey since she saw the movie. And next thing I know, she calls me up. She's like, I'm on season 2 a day later.
Watching
it. So I don't think she'll be here for another week or so.
We have another planner in the room. Rosemary is a planner too.
Well, they're good. I mean, to have planners are good. It really is.
And I know the other week that I have a lot of other people that like that have a similar appreciation for Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, a lot of planners, Excel spreadsheets.
Big thank you goes out to this next person that just popped in the room, Mr. John Hines.
Hey, John. Yeah, John helped us out with our fusible link there. He's the one that recognized that fusible link. To answer your question, no, I haven't been able to find another fusible link just yet. So it's just plugged straight in. But I do have to get that fixed, because the fact that fusible link did go off lets you know that
I've been
there's
afraid
a potential
to turn on the
for it.
hot water since then, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe it got so hot. And
Not
then
me. I've taken multiple hot showers.
I've been doing the dishes and everything in cold
Oh
water.
my goodness,
so.
you're crazy.
So Unstable asked, do you use any special app to plan your routes?
There you go.
So I use a couple. So for the most of the driving, I'll use Google Maps on the satellite view. So that way, if I'm looking at a rest area or a gas station or something, I go down and I can look and see if it's big enough or where the RV pumps might be.
Yeah, if it's just big enough for the rig to get in. So what are the other ones that we have here?
All stays. I've found I use more since we've been on the eastern half of the U.S. Because we've been doing a lot of boondocking at Cracker Barrels and Walmarts and Bass Pro Shops. They're really great on there because their reviews, people will tell you which ones are friendly, which ones aren't.
Yeah.
When we were out west, the alternate app that I would use in conjunction with Google was EnRoute. And I think you can only use it on Apple, but EnRoute is fantastic. It's $14.99, but it's a one-time fee. You put in your starting point, your destination.
All right, Haas, take care, brother.
Bye, Haas. And you can see how curvy the roads will be, the elevation changes that you're going to go, the wind speeds, and the weather. And that really helped us when we were going through the mountainous areas. So using different apps for different locations, but EnRoute, All Stays, and the Google Maps are the 3 top ones. I was using Waze for a while, but that kind of just got bogged down. It used a lot more data on my phone than these do, and these tend to work better offline too. So Google, here's a tip: if you go through national parks where they have 0 cell phone service, put in your navigation first before you get into the park, and you can still track where you're going through the park and still see aerial stuff. But if you try to bring up your map while you're in the park, you won't be able to see it.
All right, moving on from apps.
Hey, you get me going on that.
Take a breath, Carrie.
Hey, you opened up the door. It's a Pandora app box.
I knew it when I heard that app. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Scott from This Nomadic Idea said, while you are camping this weekend, go for a hike on the Appalachian Trail, very close. They have wild ponies grazing around their beautiful area. They are
Yes.
bringing the wild ponies down in for, I guess they do some sort of medical checkup. So down into the campground tomorrow, they're bringing a group of the wild ponies down into
wow.
the campground.
Wow.
But yes, and they also have, it's either Saturday or Sunday, so it's probably Sunday that there's a guided ranger 2-mile hike so that you get to go and see the wild pony up in those areas too. So very cool. Thank you for that tip. Because if anybody else comes out, it's Grayson Highlands State Park, and there are wild ponies here. Okay. And John wanted to know if you had fixed the fusible link, but I think you
Yep,
answered
I answered that already. Yeah.
Okay. Blue Wave had said, you know, in the past before, he's hit a few wrong turns along the way where he had to turn around in some very tight cul-de-sacs.
Yeah. Yeah, it does happen. That's why using that, sorry, I think somebody, if one of our moderators, check this guy out here just below us. I don't know if I just caught a bit of that, but
Okay.
please take care of that. Who was it? Northwoods RV. Thank you, living the RV local
you.
life. Yeah, sorry, I got flustered here. Who was it here? Northwoods RV said, talked about a video that they've got coming up. They're doing a giveaway. Why don't we go ahead now? If you've got any videos that are coming out this week or that just came out this week, go ahead and let us know. We'll say them out loud so everybody can hear them.
Lisa from Following the AGs. They came in earlier. I can't remember if I said hello, so if I missed you, sorry, but they're getting ready to leave.
Okay.
All right, Lisa.
Take
you
care,
have
guys.
a great night. Thanks for stopping by. We have, oh, yep, they just saw Bob.
Yeah,
and
we're
Debbie.
hitting big time now, living the RV local life. I've seen 2 of them now, so.
Chuck, I can totally understand this. He said Sloth is the planner and he's the spontaneous one. I could tell that about the 2 of you the first time I laid eyes on you. And then Haas was having technical difficulties. He couldn't post anything more than 5 words.
I think he's taken off already.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, Mary. Sloth is a crazy, silly dog.
Yeah, we love Sloth. He's just such a cool dog, and the way that Chuck is with that dog, you could tell. I mean, they're best buds.
Now, Lucy said she's not a planner, and yet she finds herself planning a big trip. To all planners, do you get nervous when your plans don't pan out, and what do you do about it? That's a really good question. And that was something that's why I realized I needed to ease up a bit. When we first hit the road, I had planned our travels from Texas all the way to Tennessee. And we had one stopover where you got to go metal detecting with some of your friends with EJ.
Yep, in Louisiana.
The plan was that Russ was supposed to finish by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we were going to drive for a period of time and get up to a campground, I think in Mississippi or something like that. And he wound up not getting back from metal detecting.
Yeah, the hunt went
later.
a lot longer. So basically what happened is we left hours after we were supposed to leave, and we ended up in a TA that night. And this is where planning too far ahead can kind of bite you.
Yeah, because we lost the money on the reservation because there was just no way we were going to get there. We would have got there really late, and it would have been dark in an area we weren't familiar with. And Russ was just too tired after being outside all day metal detecting that we did that. And I'll tell you what, the planner in me was freaking out because I'm sitting there going, okay, now that reservation is messed up. Can we make up the time the next day because I have another reservation after that?
Yeah.
And we lost a decent amount of money on that first bit. And that's when I learned, okay, I really shouldn't make too many reservations in advance like that.
Yeah.
Now, there are certain situations you have to make a reservation, but I limit that now. Like for this event, you know, this was something that we had to secure, but we knew that it was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, we wing it because we have never, let's put it this way, we've never run into a situation where we couldn't find a place.
Yeah,
to
you
go.
see some of these videos of people driving around at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh, I can't find a place. We've never had that happen. But then again, I think it's because Carrie always does have if she doesn't have a backup plan, she's got ideas of other places to stay.
Now, one of the things that we love to do on Friday nights, we love to do...
I already did this. That's why they're yelling it out.
Oh, okay. How did I miss that? I must
Because
have
you're reading here.
Oh, okay.
You've got so much going on that you're missing a lot of it.
I had too much Chardonnay. That's what I'm blaming it on, that one whole sip.
No. That's what started everybody going here.
Okay, good. Because I was like, wow, you guys are reading my mind here. Okay, so Blue Wave said... for me, he said their next video will really catch my attention.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then we had POA said, now they just released 2 videos this week, so be sure to check theirs out.
Yep.
And the rules are for, not really rules, but what we encourage is either something this week or in the next 2 days, so that way it's fresh in people's mind and they know what to go and watch.
Exactly.
And then John Hines asked, have you ever used Harvest Toast?
Oh, geez. Yeah, we're Harvest Toast freaks. We actually have...
we have a playlist.
We have a playlist, yeah.
So if you go and check on the playlist... but yes, we absolutely
love Harvest Toast.
Love Harvest Toast.
Yeah.
We've stayed in so many cool, unique places that we would have never gone to before, and we've been able to take dogs in museums that we would have never thought of doing.
I think we've been probably to about 20 or 25 different Harvest Hosts. Our videos right now, I think we have maybe 10 of those up there. We've got to start getting more. We've shot video at all of them. But if you are looking to become a Harvest Host member, feel free to use our link. It's on our website.
We also have it in the link in the description below. But more importantly, if you have any more questions about the Harvest Host program, feel free to shoot them our way, either here in the comments below or email us directly. We would be more than happy to answer any questions you have on that. Let's see. Learning as we're living. We just had a few short videos that came out this week about the snow at the beet harvest and our campground evacuation due to flooding.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I just saw on Facebook that they were talking about, so I'm gonna be swinging over to your channel and checking those out. Trust me.
See, this is also secretly why we ask y'all to do that, because then we find out.
Lets us know. Okay, what's cool? What do we have to go see here?
The Wilsons on Wheels said we have so much footage that it makes it hard for editing. Hopefully we'll get our videos on a schedule soon. That is something that's very difficult, and a lot of people that are YouTube creators struggle with.
Yeah, I think it just depends. You have to be very careful with this YouTube stuff. Do you want to make it your life, or do you just want to make it something that's a hobby? You know, I mean, we were, in the first 6 months, we did 8 videos a week. And like Carrie said, in a year, 365 days, we only had 62 of those days where a video didn't go up. And we cut way back in the second half. I think just make sure you have that work balance. You know, if it's something that is enjoyable and you're having a fun time doing it, do it. If it starts to be a drag, like, oh, I got to get this video out, you know, just think about it that way. I love making videos. I like putting videos up. So the amount that we do now is perfect. What we used to do before got a little bit taxing. But just think about that when you're doing video.
Exactly.
Or when you're thinking YouTube schedules.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. She's saying this because you guys will, you'll see tomorrow's video.
Let's just
and
say,
I cut out a bunch of exactly's
let's just
too.
say exactly is the new definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
And it was totally unplanned, and as I'm listening to him editing, I'm cringing.
She's like, cut that out, cut that word, cut that word.
So I apologize in advance for the overuse of the word exactly tomorrow.
In yesterday's video, or tomorrow's video, I probably cut out about 20 of them, and there's still about 40 of them in there.
But that is the other thing, too. You learn, when you're editing, you learn some of your own personal tics.
Oh, yeah.
When I just remembered you would say, but a lot at the beginning. And so when I would do the transcription,
I would say definitely all the time.
Yep. So it's an interesting thing, but a lot of work goes into editing. So we appreciate anybody that puts out videos.
Yep.
Let's see. Gerard says it's good to have a plan B and C. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. I mean, even though we are kind of more loose in our schedules, I do have a general idea and I'm more educated in what options are available. So that helps out a lot. Natman is here.
Hey,
Natman
aloha,
Allen.
Nat.
He said multi-whining. Let's see. He had beer. I think it's gone already, and I didn't like my wine.
Yep, it's gone.
So Howling Fun RV Adventures. Hey guys, I finally get to see you live at Live Time.
Awesome.
Yay, you did it.
I was going to say, that's a name that I haven't seen here in the live chats yet, so very cool. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, so Renee said, okay, my friends, you got people here to take them bad guys out. I have to go to take care, so call me when you want to play.
She stuck around for a little bit longer.
Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it.
Yep.
And
wow, Travels with Delaney is here. We heard you guys didn't have any internet up there, so surprised to see Patty and Patrick here.
That's awesome. Hey, text us later and let us know whether the 58 or the 16 is better to come on into the thing with our big old bus that we have.
Yeah, well, right now we're thinking the 16, but let us know what you think since you've been through there already.
Well, that's good to know that they got through. Hi, everybody. Mary said, oh, Kerry, the wild pony experience sounds great. Maybe if I leave right now, I'll make it. Yes. You know what? You can fit into our camping spot. No problem. We'll make room for you.
So Patty and Patrick are saying they're getting a bit of a signal tonight.
Oh, okay. Natman said, watch the weather on the way down. Looks a bit gnarly south of you. That's the thing. We had just missed that big northern bomb blast.
Yeah.
When we left, we were on the outer fringes of it in the Pennsylvania area, and we decided to push through it.
I'm glad we did.
And then, so right before that hit, so we left the Connecticut, Pennsylvania area just in time.
Yeah.
And now that southern thing is coming, but it's just south of us. So I think through this weekend, when we get ready to leave on Sunday or Monday, whenever we leave, we'll be heading to Tennessee. We should miss all of that. But everybody else in those areas, be very careful.
Be careful, yes, definitely.
Remember Russ's safety tip video. If it's very windy, pull over or stop if you can.
Yes. I was just watching there, Patrick, the cheese and wine event got shut down by the Rangers. So that's why everybody's there early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Too rowdy, you guys. You got to settle down, man. You got the police coming to you.
Already? That means it's a party. It's
I know.
A good one.
We need to get heading out there.
Well, we're partying at Walmart right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to shut this place down at midnight. Just wait and see.
It's one of the few Walmarts that shuts down in the middle of the night, which is crazy.
I'll tell you what, the Walmart in Stanton is like an RV park.
Ooh,
Blue Wave, feeling good
feeling
tonight. What are you
Thank
drinking,
you so much.
Blue Wave?
That was his second one tonight.
I know. Thank you.
Thank you, Blue Wave. Much appreciated.
Next drink is on us.
There you
next
go.
time we see them, we're going to
Well, if they're going to be down in Florida, they're when we're down in that Tampa area, we'll have to get together. We'll take you out for a drink.
Oh, more so. We'll take you out to dinner. I'm treating.
All right.
All right. I might have to do dishes after, but no, I'm kidding. Blue Wave also said they have shamefully never used Harvest Host and their members.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I would suggest doing it. There's a couple of really nice ones there. The Far Reach Ranch is really nice. The Island Grove near Ocala is really nice. There are a couple of really nice ones in Florida.
When we're down that way, we should just book one at the same time that they're there. We could go to like a vineyard or something like that. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Have like a meetup out at Island Grove.
Oh, yeah.
With the Harvest Host members, because that area has room for at least 20 rigs.
Yeah, Island Grove is amazing. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Check that out. Let us know, Blue Wave, if you're interested in that. Maybe we could all get together.
Yeah, do a tour.
Yeah.
I mean, they would love it there.
Oh, yeah. They're great people there, too.
So,
very friendly.
That's an idea. And then you'll be hooked on Harvest Host, I guarantee you. Camper Life said you could stay at a Harvest Host site in Bristol called the Bristol Caverns, very close. We drove by there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking at Harvest Host because we were trying to get down this way for the campground.
Yeah, I've seen the signs for Bristol the whole way here. I didn't know they had a Harvest Host, though.
Oh, Yeah, we should look into that next time. POA said, Harvest Toast is the best. Can't wait to get to the distillery like Jack and Jim. So Jim Beam, and are they Harvest Toast?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't
Maybe
seen
they
that. We've been to the Harvest House. We've been to the one in Lynchburg, Jack, and I don't think they were a Harvest House. If they were, we really missed out because I would definitely stay there. Yeah.
Chantel Abel is a new name. Welcome
Hey,
to the
Chantel.
room. And I'm excited about Chantel's comment.
Oh, yeah?
She said, if you find yourselves back in Montana, which we will be next summer,
Yes, we will.
near Glacier Park, you can boondock at our place.
Oh, fantastic. We do plan on going through Glacier. We didn't get to that area this year, so super excited, yeah.
Natman was talking about the Russos,
Uh-huh.
and he said one of the things you have to be careful about if you're a YouTuber, so just don't lose your content. Kate and Joe had tons of content lost due to theft. Now, I don't know anything about that. I didn't catch up on it. Was it just like hard drive stuff, or somebody hacked their YouTube account?
Well, I know my other channel, the big channel, had a lot of people taking my content and passing it off as theirs, so maybe it has something to do like that. I had to remember I had to contact YouTube on several occasions and saying, hey, this guy's using my content.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep your eye out on stuff like that. And
Yeah, I didn't even notice it because it were such obscure little channels that I didn't even see it. But my viewers would get a hold of me and they'd say, hey, somebody's using your stuff here, and they'd link me. So RV underway.
This is to fun. Russ is flaming
Flaming
best, but we
Vespa
haven't
with
forgotten Barb and Ricky.
Thank you, guys.
I love that. I have a friend in Portland, and he has a thing, and he works for the Ducati. Well, he used to work for Ducati, but he still has connections there. He's got a pink motorcycle, which isn't a Vespa, but I'm going to get you to take some pictures on that. He even has a big pink leotard on it with a tutu that it was part of a joke.
Oh, okay. Is this the same guy that has the chrome
Ferrari?
Ferrari?
Yes.
Wow. Pink Ducati and a chrome Ferrari.
Hey, he's a Hawaii boy.
Yeah. Yeah. In the 80s and the 90s, his surfboards were all different colors. Growing up in Hawaii surfing, if your board didn't have pink or blue or orange, these vibrant colors, it wouldn't turn well. So
I do like the idea of the pink Vespa, though. Hey, blame Dave and Lynn. They got us going on it.
So obviously, I'm trying to figure out. It's like I have no idea what he's talking about. Pink Vespa here. So this must have been. I didn't get to watch that live chat.
You didn't watch our live chat?
No, I didn't because I was working.
But you should have caught it on the replay.
I know.
Shame
I
on
know.
you.
I'm the only one in here who doesn't know anything about this
I think
now.
you need to go back.
So
and
I
check
will.
that.
I will go back and rewatch that as I lay down tonight.
Rosemary said, okay, time for us to go. It was fun watching you guys.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, and reach out to us if you have any questions at all. And we mean that for everyone. Karen's here. Karen Ruckman. Hey, how are you doing, sweetie?
Hey, Karen.
And then, I'm just kidding. Caught up where Travels with Delaney were doing it. That's because people are typing fast tonight. I tell you.
Yeah.
So the Ranger shut us down. Okay. So I remembered you saying that one. Northwoods RV Live. Do you promote your videos in any other ways other than sharing on social media?
So, yes, we promote on our website. We promote on Reddit. We promote on, what else? Well, Twitter is social media. But Tumblr, yep. And Pinterest, yeah. Well, that's social media.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I would think other websites would be Reddit, Tumblr, that sort of thing.
Exactly. And
Reddit, you've got to kind of pick and choose because Reddit, you'll get a lot of people in there that aren't the friendliest people.
Or they're very particular because Reddit will have their categories.
Yeah.
And if you put something, for example, I had done something with the little guy Max one time in their teardrop group, and the members there don't consider the little guy Max a true teardrop, and so they were all offended about it. So it's like, okay, I'll take that one down. Apparently it's not welcome there. But it's safer in the camping route. So if you're going to do anything in Reddit, camping is the best room
Okay,
to
so I
go
think
into.
you just answered Chuck. He asked what subreddit do you post in, so that would be camping.
Yes, the camping one is the most friendly, the most broad. I'd like to see Russ on a vest.
I have to go watch this video. Thank you, Northwoods RV, for that super chat. Much appreciated.
I love you guys.
Jen Goodyear even said something about, wait, Russ is in a pink. So I've got to go back and watch this live chat. Shame on me, because I have no idea. There are plans a brewing that I have no idea about.
Dave and Lynn and I had a great time. So
that's the last time I let you and Dave and Lynn do a live chat without me on board.
You're getting a Vespa, a pink flaming one.
Oh my goodness.
Mary said, we have a hard time when we travel from Michigan to Arizona. The RV parks can be hard to come by in January, and we never have stayed at a Walmart. Maybe this year, just living on the edge.
Yeah, Walmarts really aren't that bad.
And if you're not ready for Walmart, Cracker Barrels.
Yes.
Because they encourage it. They have designated spots. You're good to go there. Try it. You'll get more comfortable that way first. But then also harvest hosting, because that's really how we really eased into getting comfortable sleeping in a parking lot or a boondock. And there's a lot of harvest hosts between your two areas that you mentioned.
Michigan and Arizona.
And I couldn't remember. I was going to say Minnesota.
Okay.
My brain was stuck. But no, harvest host, check those out. But Cracker Barrels will be, if you're first time trying to do that, they're the easiest ones. They're used to it. Even if you don't ask. But the first, when we go in, we just ask the hostess right at the thing, hey, we're parked in the back there. Is it okay we park overnight? Oh, yeah, sure. We've never even had anybody hesitate.
Yeah. And we don't even ask now at Walmarts. We haven't asked for...
We check the Allstays apps.
And if the Allstays say that they've asked, we just don't ask.
And typically, whenever we pull into one, there's already a bunch of other rigs around.
Exactly, yeah. Now you got me saying exactly all the time.
You'll see. I'm sorry, folks, in advance for that. But it does make travel a lot easier. And then don't forget out west. I'm not sure what Arizona is, but I know Texas.
All right, Robin. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, bye, Robin. I know that the Texas roadside areas you can stay overnight in. So Texas makes it very easy. I know. But check your state listings as well and the DOT thing, and they'll tell you whether or not you
There's
can
a couple
stay overnight.
places, like I know Missouri and some of their places will allow you to stay overnight in their rest stops as well. But yeah, I think that's a great tip. Try Cracker Barrel and then ease into the Walmarts.
Gerard has to go. All right. Bye,
See you, Gerard.
See you. And then we have POA said they haven't been to Arizona yet. We just opened up the app to see if there looks like there's more wineries on the Lower East Side and more farms and museums up north. So that's the thing.
Makes sense.
Harvest hosts there every month. Like last month, they added 54 new locations.
Yeah, they've been adding a lot of new locations. We found several in that area. You know, we like the Harvest hosts. I think there's a really cool one up in Flagstaff. Was that a winery? I know we didn't go to it, but we were looking at it.
I think it was a winery.
Yeah. But yeah, we've stayed at wineries. We've stayed at museums. I like staying at the museums more. But if you're looking for money, like, because people say, well, that's not free. Because you've got, you know, you go in and you either take the tour or you buy some wines or something. I like going to the restaurants because I'm going to eat anyways. Right. So if we're staying in a place that has dinner, then I feel like, okay, I just got a meal and then they let me stay for free.
I like the farms that, like Flinchbaugh's that we went to just south of Hershey.
Oh, yeah.
They had fruits and vegetables and salads and sandwiches and goodies.
Well,
galore.
how about Crowley's Red Barn?
Oh, yeah.
That was real nice. Yeah, that was in Utah just before the Nevada border.
On Amish roll butter.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But see that there again, you try so many different things that you probably wouldn't have tried otherwise. And they're usually right along the route or very close to. You can actually, on the Harvest Host website, if you're a member, you can go in and plan your route. And you can say, I want you to show me my route and do Harvest Host sites within 5 miles of my route. So that way you don't travel too far off. So that makes it very easy with planning as well.
Exactly, yep.
Wilson's on Wheels Reddit is so overrun with trolls, my patience can't handle it.
Exactly. That's the same way we feel. So we really pick and choose what we post up on Reddit.
Yeah, usually it's like very vanilla stuff, like a tour or something like that, where people can appreciate it. Pictures are always good.
Informational stuff, when it comes to how-tos, those do well on Reddit.
Johnny Sterney says, does anyone have a good recommendation for a logo designer? So you can go Fiverr.
Yep.
Fiverr's a really good one. I think Travels with Delaney went through Fiverr.
I would go to
the whole thing.
I would go to Fiverr. You can look at some cheap, well done logos there, and that's where I would go.
Learning as They're Living says, we don't ask either, and we've stayed at numerous, I talk about Walmarts, I believe.
Yep.
We've stayed in numerous ones too, and every time had many other RVs in them, sometimes upward of 20 RVers in lots and locations we've been at. The one in, was it Billings?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Billings.
Starts with a B.
Bozeman.
Montana?
Yeah, there were 17 rigs in Bozeman.
That was crazy.
Yeah, this one that we were at last night, there were quite a few there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was the one in Stanton. I mispronounced it the first time we went through there. It's
well, it's easy to do because exactly. You see that AU, you're like, okay, Staunton. I just saw that Donna gave us the Happy Trails signal, so we are getting ready.
We're getting ready, but I'm going to try to catch up because we had some comments. So, but keep me on track, Donna. John Hines said, try Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops.
Yep.
Do you know some of the Bass Pro Shops? I think it's Bass Pro Shops. They'll have like dog kennels and hookups that you can do there too. So check those out. They're really good. And Charles Delaney loves the farms and farm markets.
Yep,
those are my favorites. And Natman said, gotta fly. Mary
All right,
Lou
Natman
said, I'm looking forward to the museum's Harvest Host when we get our
Those are
freedom.
very cool. Those are my second favorite.
The Clumsy Vegan, love that name. Happy belated birthday,
Well,
Russ.
thank you so much.
And then, yes, Travels with Delaney used Fiverr for their Cure logo, and it was like $75 for the logo and a full social media kit.
There
so
you
that's
go.
a really good deal.
There you go.
And now I'm caught up.
Wow, you weren't too far behind.
No, I wasn't. That's why I was like, just let me get it out. I'm so close.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you Sunday with our next live chat. Tomorrow is our
special one year
wrap up video. Yeah, so check that one out when it comes out. Again, if you're a Patreon member, it is up on Patreon right now. So
all right. Talk
take
to you
care,
later.
all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.